This year's Royal Rumble is quite possibly the most unpredictable Royal Rumble we have seen in its 30 plus year history. There is a case for a lot of people to win this match. I've never ever in my life of watching Royal Rumbles, I don't think I've ever seen there being 5 to 8 people that legitimately have compelling cases as to why they should win this year's Royal Rumble. There's a lot of people I can think of off the top of my mind. We have Roman Reigns, we have CM Punk, we have John Cena, we have Seth Rollins, we have Drew McIntyre, we have Randy Orton, and obviously the name that, obviously we can't leave out is The Rock. But today I'm going to give you 5 guys that I think have the most compelling cases, and I'm going to tell you what their cases are and why they should win. Before we do get into the video, obviously like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, make sure to click that bell for post notifications to stay updated as to when I upload, and also click the link in the description for the Discord. Also, I'm going to prop up all of my socials up here along with the Bad Takes, Better Conversation socials. Make sure to follow all of those, and also tune in every Sunday night, Bad Takes, Better Conversations podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern, every Sunday night. We are live. But with that being said, now let's get into the video. The first person that I do have on my list, coming in at number 5, I do have Seth Rollins. Now, Seth Rollins has the worst case out of everybody here. And the only reason why is because Seth Rollins is currently in a feud with CM Punk. I don't see him winning this Rumble. I mean, he could win. He does have a case for it. But obviously, I don't think he's gonna win. He's in this feud with CM Punk, and he's so obsessed with taking the main event away from CM Punk. Now, the way he could win this is he could eliminate CM Punk and Roman Reigns, and it could kind of be like vindication for CM Punk, knowing that he eliminated both of those guys. He'd go on to WrestleMania, and he'd face Gunther most likely, right? Get the world title, and then offer a world title match to CM Punk. If you remember, before their feud started again back in December, Seth Rollins was trying to get a match out of CM Punk. CM Punk told him that this isn't the Seth Rollins from before. He doesn't have anything that's important to CM Punk, meaning the world title. That's what CM Punk is truly chasing for. So for Seth Rollins to get another match out of CM Punk, he's not just going to have to push his buttons. He's going to have a world title because it's something that CM Punk desperately wants. So Seth Rollins, that is literally a way you can go there. The second path that you can go for Seth Rollins is obviously the WWE title, going after Cody Rhodes. There is a compelling story there, especially coming off of the heels of WrestleMania 40. But what's more compelling about that story is, think about what Seth Rollins is doing right now. He doesn't like anybody who has teamed with Roman Reigns. Who has teamed with Roman Reigns over the last year? Well, Cody Rhodes. But unfortunately, that story shouldn't take place right now just because Seth Rollins is currently in a feud with CM Punk, and that is something that needs to happen now. But definitely Seth and Cody can be revisited at a later point. So there is Seth Rollins' case. Coming in at number 4, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre over the last year has solidified himself as one of the actual top guys in the WWE. Not that he hasn't been already, but now he just solidified it a bit more. This is a man who has been on a roller coaster of emotions this whole year. He's been on a roller coaster ride literally the whole year. He's had wins, big losses. He's won the world title at Mania last year and lost it in 5 minutes. Goes on to Money in the Bank. Wins the Money in the Bank, loses it the same night. He loses in Scotland due to CM Punk. I mean, this man has gone through it all. But guess what? Because of his promo ability and his ability to tell stories, he has put himself in the upper echelon of talent. He might almost be there with the likes of Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, which are in a tier above by themselves. If Drew McIntyre is to win the Royal Rumble this year, this would give him his second Rumble win. He would probably go on to maybe main event a second WrestleMania, potentially against Gunther for the World Heavyweight title, which is a very compelling story. That would be a great match to tell. Obviously they had a match, they had a feud back in 2023 in SummerSlam. Obviously Gunther beat him. They can kind of tell that story again, this time with obviously Drew winning, which if Drew does win, he propels himself even higher into the WWE hierarchy. But the other feud could actually position Drew McIntyre as the number one guy. And the feud that I'm talking about is the Cody Rhodes feud for the WWE Championship. If Drew McIntyre manages to beat Cody Rhodes, obviously he's kind of solidified, but Drew McIntyre would put himself up there with those other two guys, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. And obviously they've kind of hinted at this a bit. This might be something we do get at SummerSlam this year. Obviously several weeks ago on SmackDown, we did see Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes come face to face. So that is something they could follow up on. Coming in at number 3, and honestly, the only reason this guy is at number 3 is because his case is a one-directional case. He can only go one way, and that is Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns only has one way to go, and it's the WWE Championship against Cody Rhodes. He's not going after Gunther for the World Heavyweight title. That's not happening. This is literally the only reason he's at number 3, because I think the other two guys have more compelling cases than him. Although, I will say, the story between him and Cody Rhodes, there's still a lot left to be told there. They can talk about the stuff with Paul Heyman. We don't know where Paul Heyman lies. I think Paul Heyman is still, he's a snake. That is definitely a route that they could go. But I don't know if people want to see Cody and Roman for a third straight year. I mean, if we look back in history, Rock and Austin wasn't done 3 straight years at Mania. Okay? Shawn and Taker wasn't done 3 straight years. Triple H and Taker wasn't done 3 straight years. So, I don't know. This being done 3 straight years, I feel like they can wait another year before they do this match again. But they have delivered classics over the last 2 years with their feud and their matches. So I mean, me personally, I wouldn't have a problem with it, but I'd rather look towards something else. And, the other two guys I do believe have more compelling cases. So the Paul Heyman stuff could be the most compelling thing, because who knows? Maybe Paul Heyman might become a Cody Rhodes guy. I won't say too much. This could be a video for another day, but we've known that Paul Heyman over the years has always aligned himself with the top guy in the company. And right now, that is Cody Rhodes. Moving into our top 2, our number 2 is CM Punk. CM Punk doesn't have the most compelling case. There's actually one person that does have a more compelling case, but don't worry, I'll get to that. The reason why CM Punk is at number 2 is because he is the only person out of everybody on this list that hasn't won a Rumble. Neither has he main evented a WrestleMania. So that is already monumental for CM Punk if he's able to do both things. Obviously, the Gunther story, he's already called out Gunther. That could be something phenomenal. I think the match that they could tell, the psychology in the ring between those two, oh my gosh, the feud, that feud would be chef's kiss. Okay? And then the other side of the spectrum, Cody Rhodes. We got a little glimpse of this on the Raw before the Rumble last year. Man, they have to do this storyline. They have to do this feud before CM Punk retires. This could literally be both men's best feud in their careers. There's a lot of story to tell there, and I really do think they can tell it well. Triple H is going to do a great job of telling that story. It's just a matter of when and if they're going to do it. But honestly, that if part, yeah, they should definitely do it. The only reason CM Punk isn't number 1 is because he has a favor to call upon from Paul Heyman. That favor could be a WrestleMania main event. And honestly, CM Punk could go without winning the Rumble and still call upon that WrestleMania main event from Paul Heyman, or at least that's what we think it is, right? He still could call up upon that favor and potentially get a WrestleMania main event. That's personally why I only have him at number 2, because the number 1 guy is John Cena. John Cena has the most compelling case of anybody in this match. Think about it. This is a man who could tie Stone Cold Steve Austin's record with 3 Rumble wins. Okay? And also, he hasn't won a match in over 2,000 days. Imagine John Cena winning the Rumble match after not winning well, my bad, I have to correct myself. Not winning a singles match in over 2,000 days. That would be monumental for John Cena if John Cena was able to win the Rumble. And obviously, the thing that everybody has been clamoring for is that WrestleMania main event. But that's not what everybody's been clamoring for. No. I'm talking about that 17th World Championship. What better way to do it than at the main event of WrestleMania 41? Either he goes up against Gunther, which, oh my gosh, this storyline would be phenomenal. I mean, let's take a look at it like this, right? And I've pitched this before to some of my friends. Cena is everything that Gunther hates. Think about what Gunther hates. He hates sports entertainers. John Cena is the ultimate sports entertainer. And on the side of Cena, Gunther is a guy who back in the day would have been probably one of John Cena's greatest rivals because Gunther could push Cena to the limit. And when Cena was going against rivals who pushed him to the limit, like CM Punk, like Randy Orton, like Edge, he usually thrived the most in those scenarios. So this match happening so late into Cena's career, I do think they could still make magic because Gunther does work a pace in the ring that is very slow, which could benefit Cena. And obviously the storyline between those two, Cena can still go at it on the mic. And Gunther is honestly one of the most improved people on the mic. So I do think he can hang in there with Cena. And he can take some low blow shots at John Cena in these promos. So that one is very compelling. The other side of the story is Cody Rhodes. The Cody Rhodes match, while obviously it would be a legacy match for John Cena because of 17 world titles, it's also as much of a legacy match for Cody Rhodes. And the reason why is because if he is able to stop momentarily John Cena from winning his 17th world title in the main event of WrestleMania, it would propel Cody Rhodes even higher in the hierarchy of the WWE. And it would completely solidify himself as the truly cemented number one guy. And it's undisputed because he would have just stopped John Cena in his last year momentarily from winning the 17th world title of his career. Now, the only issue that I do have with this storyline is the crowd going to turn on Cody? Cody has obviously for the last 2 to 3 years been one of the most beloved baby faces in the WWE. But this is John Cena we're talking about. And I'm not talking about 2010, 2011 John Cena where people were saying Cena sucks. No, this is a John Cena that people genuinely want to see succeed this year and win his 17th world title. John Cena, there's a little bit of different ways he can go here. He can play the character that he was playing in 2016, 2017, where he was kind of looking down on his opponents. And I mean, come on, it's John Cena. He can pretty much look down on anybody. This man was the face of the company for 10 plus years. Or he can be the Cena that we've been seeing as of late, which is the more humble Cena, the Cena that doesn't think he can get it done, but then kind of finds it within him to, maybe I could get it done. The respectful Cena, the humble Cena. So what is Cody Rhodes going to play? Is he going to play a heel, kind of leaning towards more of the heel side, or is he going to be respectful to John Cena? I'm very curious to see what the crowd does, whether they side with Cena more, do they side with Cody more, or is it more kind of just neutral? This feud right here is probably the most captivating feud that I think we could have for WrestleMania just because of all the uncertainties with this feud. So to me, that is why Cena has the most compelling case, just because of all the different storylines that we could get. 3-time Rumble winner, potentially 17-time world champ, Gunther as a main event, Cody as a main event. I mean, there's a lot to pick from here. And honestly, if I were to offer a prediction, me being the delusional Cena fan I am, I would pick Cena. But if I'm going to be realistic, think it's going to be Roman Reigns. The WWE has an opportunity to get Roman Reigns his second Rumble win because the first one was just really atrocious. a lot of people do love Roman Reigns, and I think a lot of people would be very happy to see Roman Reigns win his second Royal Rumble, which obviously he would pick Cody Rhodes, and then you still have the favor for CM Punk, which I think this will lead to Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes for the WWE title, Night 2 main event. I mean, that would be phenomenal as well. So, yes, personally, if I were to actually pick a winner, and not be biased or be delusional, it would be Roman Reigns. So, there you guys have it. Those are all of the potential cases for all these Rumble winners. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel. And also click that post notification button. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.